Hey, Legend Crew, welcome back to the first episode of the new year, 2020. Hope everyone's holidays were fun and eventful, and welcome to the new year. So I had to start this new year off strong and get one of my good friends, Nate Biltz, over here.
Yes, sir.
This guy is an amazing dude. We've known each other for less than a year.
About
through
eight
work.
Months now.
About 8 months, yeah. But he has a lot of knowledge. He's very worldly wise, I'd say. A lot of wisdom, it seems. I mean, like,
I don't think so.
like just the way he talks, what he shares, and everything like that.
I appreciate that.
I mean, it seems like you're very perceptive of things around you, and I like what he has to share. It's very inspirational and very inspiring, very motivating, and so I had to start off the year strong and get this guy on here.
2020.
Alrighty. Well, let's get it started then. Go ahead and tell everybody who you are, where you're from. Start off with that.
My name's Nate Biltz. I'm from Fresno, California. I was born in San Francisco and raised up there and moved up to LA about a few years ago, 3 years now.
Yeah, and was it to go to UCLA?
Yeah, so I went to UCLA for 2 years. I transferred there.
Okay.
It was a good time.
What were you studying there?
I started off as a math major.
Ooh.
And, in community college, I went to community college to pursue golf, so that was my initial dream. Right?
Okay.
It was to pursue golf. One of my good friends actually is like the top 10 in the world right now.
Oh, wow.
And that's what like inspired like this work ethic of just like, I would go to the golf course at like 7 a.m. and then I wouldn't go home until like 7 p.m. Just like repetitive, just keep going hard. And like that instilled like discipline in my life. And and then in high school, I got recruited to a few colleges, LMU, Pepperdine, UOP, a couple, and on my senior year, I tore a ligament in my wrist, and so I was like, oh shit, so what do I do now? Like, so my parents always wanted me to go to college, like get a good degree, have a good job. Growing up, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but raised in the Asian household, they were like, everyone wants you to be a lawyer, doctor, engineer, right?
Yeah.
You can relate?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. So I didn't really like answering those questions, so I just had this one question answer in my head. I was like, I want to be a doctor and I want to go to Stanford. And like, they're like, oh really? That's super cool. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I just said it to like shut them up. But like, it was a good answer, and it's not necessarily what I wanted to do, but it was just an answer, like to that void, like, cause I don't like confrontation, like, and raised, like, my dad was from the Philippines and mom was from Vietnam. My grandparents on both sides are from, like, my mom's side was from a communist country, and like, it's hard to change people's beliefs, like, that's been instilled for like generations.
Yeah.
So so I went to community college, Fresno City College, to pursue just like golf again, see if it could heal up, and it didn't. So 1 year down the road, I was like, all right, gotta rethink like my life, like rethink what's next, what's the next steps, because like if things aren't going one way, you gotta step back, reevaluate, and decide what's your next like step in life, right?
Yeah.
So I decided, okay, I promised my parents I would get like a 4-year degree, right? I worked at a sushi restaurant. I was a sushi chef for a year. That's when I started serving there as well. And they didn't think I did a lot. Like, I actually was a gambling addict about 3 years ago. And I would drink, gamble, and work at this restaurant. But I was still going to community college, but little did they know I was like acing all these classes. I got 3 associate's degrees. I got a math, econ, and statistics.
Jeez.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
And all of a sudden, like those 2 years past at community college, I'm working 30 hours a week and going to school and doing whatever, just having a good time. And they don't know what I'm gonna do. My grandparents didn't talk to me for a year because they were like, "What's your son doing?" Like, my parents barely talked to me, but little did they know I was like, "I'm doing me, whatever."
Yeah.
And so I graduated, and they were like, "So what are you gonna do now?" I was like, "Well, I applied to all the UCs I got in UCLA, Berkeley, like all these other great schools." And I told them, I was like, "Hey, like, I love you guys. You're my parents, but so I'm gonna promise you I'm gonna go to these schools, pay for the 2 years, and I'll go." Like, and so they did. and I just got it. It's a good degree, like not talking down school or anything. I went into UCLA as a math major. I realized that I only did math because I liked my professors and stuff like that, and I like solving problems. But coming out of UCLA, if it's not your passion to do math, like I would spend probably like 2 hours on one problem. It's wild, right?
Yeah.
It was a long time, and I was like, I kind of don't want to do math for a living, so I was like, what kind of relates to me? I'm really good with people as servers, or like as like probably actors as well. Like you just have to have a good personality. You gotta learn how to talk to people. You gotta learn how to speak and learn how to like listen. Those are really like the two most important things. And like if you learn how to listen and speak properly, you're like, that's a superpower.
Yeah,
it's a human superpower, dude. And I was like, okay, what can I finish in like a year? Because I already did a year at UCLA. In 1 year that I could get out and graduate on time. I was like, sociology. And I learned a lot. You learn a lot about a lot of great thinkers throughout time. Durkheim, Marx, all these great theorists, you know. And you learn a lot. And so that's what I graduated with.
Very cool.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's interesting to see the transition from having the dream of once wanting to be a golfer.
Yeah.
And that transitioning to, I mean, something very, very different. I mean, sociology and math.
Yeah.
I mean, so I mean, as of now, I mean, what do you? I know you do a lot of bartending because you are always posting about your bartending books and stuff like that. And I mean, diehard. He's committed to it. I mean, he has all the tools that you need for it. And, reading all the books and all that kind of stuff.
So
and,
I think my life like philosophy is like always do what you want to do, right? When you're like 100 or 90, whatever day you die, you look back at it and you don't have any regrets. I don't have any regrets right now. I went to community college because I know for a fact I will never be a professional golfer. I worked through it, you know. I won't regret it. I won't say what if, you know.
Yeah.
I won't say what if I stayed back and then I went to UCLA. It worked out, you know. You don't want to do that. So right now, my big desires that I want to do is just like I like bartending because it's cool. Like it's mixology, and fitness is huge for me as well. I'm a personal trainer in the morning.
That's the other thing too. Is fitness training as well.
So fitness changed my life. I believe that working out is not just like physically, it's mentally. Like it makes you mentally tougher and makes you nicer, I think.
Yeah.
Like when I work out, like all that testosterone, like being a male and everything like that, you get it out of the way and you're just like a nice guy. Like this LA traffic, I'll be driving, right? And if I'm not like relaxed, like I'm all bunched up, like all the energy in me, I'll just like you'll flip someone off, someone will yell at you, and get in a road rage. But like I work out, someone just like cuts me off, I'll be like, oh dude, you're probably having a bad day. Hope you have a great day, man.
That's super chill. I like it.
But so
I mean, so it's very interesting because I saw one of your posts recently. It's one of the more recent ones where you were talking about that exact philosophy of do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And I mean, because you were taking a photography. There's the photography picture that I saw. You were talking about. Oh, I was taking a photography class, and I thought that was really cool. I mean, because it kind of reminds me of an episode I did with John Fink, who's an entrepreneur of sorts, and he's done like every job under the sun. And amazing dude. But what I really liked about what he said was, from each of these different experiences and ventures that he's tried, he's learned so much. And I think that's more than anything else, like you were saying. I mean, those life experiences. You're learning something from it, even if it's not necessarily something that you end up doing.
Yeah, dude.
Which is the best part, which is crazy. I mean, because I mean, like as you said in the photo, you're doing what you love now, but down the road, it might not be what you love down the road, and it might be doing something else. And so, that's something of Nate's philosophy that I really did like, because I mean, I think I'm more tunnel vision in terms of my pursuit, as in there's nothing else I'd rather be doing in this world, and I know it's my destiny. But it's very interesting to hear that aspect of it as well. I mean, it's very enlightening. It's showing that there's more than one route to get where you want. I mean, where you're gonna end up, and
it's weird. So that back to the tunnel vision thing. A lot of people have that. So people like they're like, "What's your passion?" And then some people know. Some people know right away. So like for my dad, like when he grew up, he always knew he wanted to be an architect. He'd always like take things apart, put it together, design just random shit, and he tried to instill that on me. I was like, dude, I'm not you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I can't relate to that. Like, he's been wanting to do that ever since.
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, because there isn't one answer. These episodes, they cover what is your dream and passion, how did that arise, and I definitely don't want to send out the message that you have to have one. It's like saying there's one answer to success, and there isn't.
Yeah, dude.
You're writing your success story as you live your life. That's the only answer that really is out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So with all these different kind of ventures that you're doing, what have been some obstacles that you're facing? Because I know like things that he posts are very motivating, so we'll get to that.
Sure.
But what are some obstacles that you faced? Just through life. Going into these.
Yeah, dude. The big one was parents almost got divorced in probably like community college, like high school times. A couple relationships went through there. I think. Yeah, relationships always get to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you always learn from them, and over time they do heal. That was mostly it. I haven't had too many rough things in my life, which is pretty good. Blessings, definitely. I've had family definitely help. One big thing was when I was growing up, my parents were struggling with money, but they never told me, right? They never told me, which was good and bad, I would say, because I was always confused why we were always like counting every dollar or always not really going out to eat or all that stuff. Right now, like, it's awesome. Yeah. And I have a lot of family who've helped us out throughout the years, but I just found this out a couple years ago. And I was like, whoa. I grew up in this life. I played golf. I went to like a private school and elementary school and like all these things. And without my family's help, like extended family, I wouldn't be who I am today. Like all those experiences, like you said, are who we are. Yeah. I definitely had some hard jobs. I worked construction with my dad before. My first job at a restaurant was a dishwasher for a few days. Honestly, I couldn't wish that job on the world, like on anyone. It's disgusting. Really disgusting. And like I see dishwashers, and I always, especially at our restaurant, I always like make them drinks or say thank you. Like thank you goes a long way because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what anyone's going through, Yeah,
absolutely.
And so it's always be nice. Right now I'm in actually the best part of my life, man.
It's great.
I can't complain at all. Like family's great, financially okay. Just doing what I love.
Yeah.
Like I like learning. School hasn't always been my thing, but I read a lot. Yeah. So that's really it.
Well, what's can you kind of expand on like what's really? What keeps you motivated? Day to day. Because you do post a lot of quotes and stuff like that in Instagram stories. So,
dude, progress.
Yeah,
progress. Getting better at the things that you're doing. It just, I think, keeps me going. Or just like that motivates me. Like getting better at things. Like, you setting goals and hitting them. So like I have a whiteboard at home. I got work goals, professional goals, and then I have daily goals, and even like morning goals. Like when I wake up, it's usually just make your bed, brush your teeth, and I drink a full glass of water. And that alone is sometimes hard to do. Like getting up and chugging this whole glass of water and making your bed, like fuck, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And then brushing your teeth, like right away, like I don't want to do that either. Like your habits are who you are. And
absolutely.
In my last like 2 years, I've became very disciplined in like a lot of areas in my life, and it's just made my life a lot better. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Discipline. Yeah, more than anything else. Key to progress for sure.
Yeah, key to progress. There's this Navy SEAL. His name is Jocko Willink. Have you heard of him?
I think I know who you're talking about, but I'll see what you're gonna say.
Yeah, he has this saying that's called discipline equals freedom, and freedom financially, freedom financially is like, are you disciplined to like make a spreadsheet so like you know exactly how much you're gonna spend this month, or are you disciplined enough to like count like basically organize your life in that way so you could be financially free, cut down on some costs, not spend a lot on this area of life, but you're financially free in the sense you could buy what you want to buy. And like, do you want to do like, do you need a car? Do you need that extra room in your house? Do you need that? If you do, it really means a lot to you. Figure out a way how to do that. Yeah. But where can you cut somewhere else?
Yeah.
So, and then physically too, like you wake up, you set your clothes in the morning, like, oh, I don't want to work out. Like, the biggest thing that is the most satisfying for me is doing stuff that I don't like to do. Like, I do jiu-jitsu a couple times a week, and I suck at it. I suck, dude. And most of the time I don't want to go because I know I'm just going to get choked out. I just, 100%. It's guaranteed. But after I'm done, I always feel good. Same thing with working out. 50% of the time I would say, I don't want to go. Yeah. Don't want to go. Like, I don't want to, it's taxing on your body, but every time I feel good after.
Yeah.
The next day you're stronger. The next month, you are a direct representation. Your body shows, you could tell if someone works out.
Yeah.
You could tell if someone's intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are who your habits are, man.
And I'm glad you brought that up because, I mean, I definitely believe in that. I mean, it's sometimes doing what we don't want to do that's going to get us further. And that's why it's a very dangerous concept of do what always makes you happy. It's a very dangerous concept because it's a fine line. Because doing what always makes you happy has led to a lot of people quitting before they reach their full potential. But that's the thing is you have to go through those hard days. Victory has a price. You're not going to get it easy. And if you, like for example, if I wanted to do what always makes me happy, I would have quit acting such a long time ago because it is not easy. There are times when I'm frustrated beyond all belief. Like I've done this. I've done this. Why is it not working? Like this should work, but it's not. Yeah. If I wanted to do what would make me happy, I would have quit already. But I love what you're saying of like sometimes you have to have that discipline. Yeah. Push through that.
There's this book called The War of Art, and the first half talks about resistance. Talks about life's gonna happen to you no matter what. The sun's gonna shine every day. The sun's gonna be up. You can get out of bed. Show up. Put the work in every day. Just put the work in. It's not nothing's gonna stop for you. You know. Yeah. So like, just show up. Put the work in. There's always this thing called resistance that's gonna just like not gonna make you want to do it. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as we've kind of covered, you've gone through, I mean, very different ventures, going from golf, going to math, sociology, now to mixology with bartending and personal training and everything. Yeah. So, I mean, what is something that you wish you can tell young Nate? I mean, before he started this journey.
I'm pretty young still, but
yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, like even after you finish college, it's like, whoa, dang, I still got so much. I mean, there's still so much potential stuff that we need to accomplish. Yeah. But I mean, there are definitely things I wish I could have told myself in high school. You know, I mean, so what is something that you could have told Nate just going into college, just getting ready to explore the world?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be okay. That's what I would say. It's gonna be okay because growing up, you're stressed out about a lot of factors, what people think of you. Like going through the whole thing with my parents, with the financially. Like it's gonna be okay. With breakups, it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Like it's gonna be okay. You just gotta work it out, you know? Yeah, that's what I tell myself. Yeah.
I like that. So, what would be a tip that you can give the viewers in terms of chasing their dreams? Again, no matter what it may be. I mean,
my tip is put in the work and just do it. When like he says, just do it. Discipline equals freedom. Do what you want to do, and don't let your family, your friends, anyone else impact your opinion of yourself and who you are. Your outlook or your view of yourself is the most important thing, and if you lose that, you're gonna go down a deep hole. You know, so that's probably that's my best advice.
I like that.
Think.
That's very cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Nate, for being on this episode of Legend Ethic Shared Dreams. I really appreciate it. It's long overdue. And like I said, I mean, I've been scoping out his Instagram stories for a while, and his posts and his quotes and everything like that. Yeah, so I wanted to get you on here, and I really appreciate you doing it.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up, or?
No, man. I appreciate it.
Alrighty. Well, so I'm going to be posting Nate's Instagram and stuff like that. I mean, personal training. Reach out to him. Need him to bartend events. He does do that as well.
Yeah.
Reach out to him for that. So, I mean, and even if you just want to, I mean, he goes surfing. If he goes to to different restaurants. The father's place, he's always posting food pics and stuff like that. I mean, if you just want to meet up, I mean, all the Legend Ethics guest stars, I mean, I do episodes with them for a reason because they're really awesome people. So reach out to them, reach out to Nate, get to know them. They're awesome people. And I'll be posting my Instagram as well. Getting ready for pilot season, so did a few things for that.
Can I just say thank you for having me again, but dude, I really respect like what you're doing here. You're doing what you want to do, and like it inspires me because like there's certain things that I'm curious about, and like it's like technology. Sometimes it's like acting. I'm like, cool. Like, how does he do that? What's the process? So I'm always asking you questions. You know? And it's very inspiring to you pursuing what you want to do, and you don't have like. You have that tunnel vision, and you know it for sure. Like you think it's it's your destiny, right? And like that's inspiring. You don't have to let like outside voices go in your head, and that's really cool. Like
I appreciate that.
I just want to let you know that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have any more questions about the acting process, I'm always happy to help. And I'll point out specific episodes of actors that I've done. I mean, there are some actors on here who've given spot on advice. Spot on. I mean, I have some people ask me, I mean, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I'm like, yo, check out this episode because it's not just me saying it. It's also this person saying, like, this is what you need to do to move forward. And it's really spot on advice. So I'll point those out to you after this. And
sweet, brother.
Other than that, stay tuned for more episodes. I'm looking forward to get this year going and get some more Legend Ethics guest stars.
Happy 2020.
Happy 2020, guys. And let's build the Legend Crew, guys. Let's keep it going.